One thing that really makes United Way successful is that we do touch so many people. We touch 9 different counties. We are housed in Mason City, and some of our agencies are housed in Mason City, but agencies actually are in those counties. And if you have programs that are in your county that you feel would be a great partnership with the United Way, if they have education, income, or health, that they actually do one of those things, we want those agencies to come and apply for funding. Your dollar is making a difference, and you see that with moving the needle forward. We are seeing better reading levels with kids with these programs. We're seeing hunger needs being met with the kids getting food and being able to eat on the weekends. You know, we're all pretty blessed. And to go to this feeding site in the summer, and United Way is doing these activities for these kids, and I look down and there's this little boy talking to his big brother, and he's like, you know, I don't feel very good. And the big brother's just like, you're just hungry. I mean, and these kids are honestly hungry. They're not pretending. It's not like they're trying to get something that they don't need. They are truly hungry, and it's touching to see that child actually get food and then actually get to have some activities and have a little fun in the process.
What I think we don't always recognize, unless you go visit them, is the need that's really there. You don't see the child or the parent that can't afford to take their child to daycare because they can't afford it. You don't go to crisis intervention and see the individual in crisis because of whatever happened in their personal life. It's not until you actually get out there and see the agencies that you can really say, oh my gosh, there is a need. What can I do to try and help that need?
There's just a lot of different areas that we touch, and you may not know that your neighbor right next to you is actually receiving some of our aid through these agencies, whether it be helping with education and helping reading buddies and having people learn to read, or maybe the backpack program.
It's a much broader brushstroke than just one organization driving at one specific initiative. This is really trying to drive at a much broader picture of education, income, and health, and how can we use all of our partner agencies together to really make that difference in our community.
Making sure kids can read at the right grade level that they need to be. Income could be making sure people can get to work. They maybe need transportation, or health. It could be that, you know, maybe there's some abuse in the home, and they need some actual mental health issues.
It's local. So your dollars stay local. They come to the North Iowa community and they stay here.
So if you even donate $1 a week, you could provide transportation for 8 people to work. The United Way is actually like the conversation starter, and the one that's really trying to look to see what holes need to be filled, and then work with agencies and businesses to find out how we can fund those experts in their field. We really focus on, once the money comes in, we have a citizens panel process. It's community impact team, and those citizens and their local residents of your communities, they're making this decision, and they're looking at the agencies, and they're making sure that they're a solid agency, and also that they're meeting the needs of the communities.
And so there's always that big opportunity there to figure out where can we best use those dollars, and our volunteers help us do that. And the volunteers are out there, they're committed to their cause, they want to drive change within our community as well, so we know we're arriving at the best possible solution. You know, I think people that volunteer learn the secret pretty quickly, and that is anytime you volunteer, you get more out of that than you put in. 10, 12 years ago, I was asked to get more involved in United Way, and my first response to that was, can't I just write a bigger check? And at the end of the day, to me, it was much more fulfilling to become involved and volunteer, because then I could see firsthand what that need was. It impacts so many organizations. It's not just one organization here or there, it's 45 partner agencies.